Hello. Yes, Black Widow. Hello. Hey, Precious. I am just live for Moonlit Monday. I know it's late. Um, I've been busy all day, you guys. I've been busy all day. Um, I've been blessed to be booked and busy. So this is the earliest I can get on. So I'm on here. I told y'all this is a segment where I'm gonna come on and teach you guys about the planets and what they mean, what they represent, how you can apply the magic or the knowledge of the planets to your life. I didn't know that I could advertise my stuff like that in there, so I didn't, but I mean, I can. Um, no, you may not join the live. Um, so yeah, I talked about the moon in general last week. Today I'm going to be talking about moon phases and yeah. Whoever Aaron9850 is, I don't know you. Um, Thank you for joining the live, but I don't want to add you into my live right now because I'm just about to talk about moon phases. So if you want to stick around for the conversation, great, but I'm not adding anyone in. Hello to everyone that's just joining. Okay. So we're talking about moon phases tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it and get started. Um, First, you have your new moon. Okay, new moon is the dark moon time. It's a time for new beginnings. Time for you to plant your new seeds. It's a time where the moon is perfectly positioned between the earth and the sun. The new moon usually falls on the same sign as the sun. Like right now, the sun is in Libra. We're about to have a new moon in Libra. Okay. So that usually is how that adds up, and that's beautiful energy because it energizes those new intentions that we plant on that new moon with the energy of the sun bringing completion, longevity, new beginnings. Okay. That being said, new moons equal new intentions without previous limitations and taking the steps to plant the seed. That is what we do with the new moon energy. A quick new moon ritual that you all can do would be to write down your intentions, meditate on them, and then bury them somewhere in your home. If you don't have anything to bury them in, you can put them in a drawer, put them in a closet. But you want to put them away somewhere after you've written them down. Forget about it. Do the work, do the actions that you need to do, and then, you know, on the full moon of that same sign, you can check your progress. For example, like we're about to have this new moon in Libra. Okay, 6 months from now, there's going to be a full moon in Libra. And then from there, we can track our progress and see how far we've gone. Now, obviously, in 4 to 6 weeks, you're not going to make that much progress depending on what your goals are. So if you're planning a big goal, like, okay, I want to buy a house in the next year. Maybe in the new moon, you put, I want to raise my credit score by 100 points. I'm going to get in contact with 2 realtors. I'm going to narrow it down to 3 houses that I want. And then come that 6 months, you've done that. And then your next thing is, okay, I'm going to commit to buying a house. So that's how you want to work with the new moon into full moon energy. It's not so much working to every full moon and every new moon. It's more working within the new moon to the full moon to the same sign. I hope that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense when y'all watch this back, comment and let me know and I will further explain. But basically, on the 16th of October, we have our new moon in Libra. So on the full moon in Libra, you want to measure how far you've come with the intentions or the seeds that you planted in your harvest from the new moon in Libra to the full moon in Libra. So write it down, bury it somewhere in your house, meditate on it. Leave it for 6 weeks as you go through the harvesting process, and then at the full moon, dig it up. Write down your progress and what needs adjustment, and then burn the pages. Redo this process at the next new moon. So that's an easy new moon to full moon ritual that you can do continuously to track your progress, okay? So moving on from the new moon. After your new moon, we have our waxing crescent phase. The waxing crescent moon gives energy to the intentions and the seeds that we just planted at the new moon. During this time, we should be slowly sprouting. You should slowly start to see things coming together just a little bit, and you should be able to clearly see the direction that things are going, or conceptualizing, having an outline or concept of what the outcome is going to be. You should be getting there at this point. Then we have our first quarter moon, which happens 7 days after the new moon. This is halfway between the new moon and the full moon, okay? So this is the time to pick up the pace. Get ready for the challenges to come. Get ready to stabilize yourself for the conflict, the struggle, the pinnacle, to see if you're really ready for what you're asking for. And take concrete action in the expansion of your intentions. This is what we do during the first quarter moon phase, okay? At this point, remember, the moon is still getting bigger, okay? Keep that in mind. So after first quarter moon, we have our waxing gibbous. The waxing gibbous is going to come to remind us to be patient, make edits where we need to make edits, and rest when we need to rest, because we can't be exerting energy, tiring ourselves out, and then never getting to we'll never get to a solution because we can't be clear in a place of exhaustion. So that's what the waxing gibbous comes in. And then after our waxing gibbous, we have our full moon, which is a time for celebration, gratitude, and release. We celebrate all the things that we have accomplished since the new moon. We take gratitude for the lessons that we've learned and how far we've come. And then we release the things that are no longer serving us so that we can get ready to plant our new seeds for the new moon. We accept our mistakes at this point. We get comfortable with the wins and losses because we have to gain closure with it in order to be able to move forward. And then redirect that energy before the new moon rolls around. Then we have our waning gibbous. This gives us grace to release, receive, give service of the things that we've been able to gain, and then share in our rewards, in our harvest that we've established. After the waning gibbous is the moon is getting smaller at this point. After the full moon gets smaller, okay? So, waning is smaller, waxing is bigger. Okay, so last quarter moon demands us to break down if we need to, surrender, let go, detach, forgive, and readjust. Okay, that is what we do during last quarter moon. Last quarter moon occurs 7 days after the full moon. It's the halfway point between the full moon and the new moon. We really need to discern during this time the difference between what's practical and what's fantasy before we get to the new moon period. Right now, we're kind of in last quarter moon waning crescent phase because we have our new moon coming on the 16th, okay? Then we have our waning crescent, calls for final surrender, final introspection, rest, and release. We need to get ready again to be energized and plant those new seeds at the new moon. And then we have our dark moon or our new moon again, which is our blank slate. We are the painters. We paint the canvas, and this is our opportunity to start over. So that is pretty much a brief overview for you guys on moon cycles and how to work with each moon cycle. If you have additional questions, you can feel free to message me. As you all know, I do full moon and new moon readings. Right now they're 11/11 at the new year. I'm taking that away. It's only going to be ready. It's only going to be available to my Moon Momentum subscribers. Um, but it is something that I will still be offering on live. So that is pretty much that on that. I hope that made sense. Again, if you guys have any questions when you watch this back, because I know it is late. Just let me know and I'll answer there in the comments. I'm gonna just pull in some cards for you guys. Quick message from the moon. Just see what comes out in here. Okay. Message from the moon. We need to learn that what we think will make us happy will not always bring us happiness and fulfillment in the end. And we need to recognize the truth about things that we think will fulfill us and keep us stable and whole that really are not true and that are being burned down and broken down right in front of our faces. And it's being burned down and broken down to show us another way, to show us a different picture, to show us that we have to dig up these roots and plant somewhere else, you know, start over, start anew. So it's like that level of happiness that the Ten of Cups bring, the Ten of Pentacles, excuse me, that level of happiness and fulfillment that the Ten of Pentacles brings is kind of being burnt down and broken down by the Tower, but it's for the greater good at the end of the day. So we're very much dealing with this energy, with all this COVID, all this election, all this truth telling and exposure. This is very much accurate. The Knight of Swords lets us know that the key to our progress, the key to our abundance, the key to our forward movement is the shift in perception, the ability to have indivisible thought, the ability to be free enough to exert our own ideas and our own will. So make sure you don't give that power away to anyone else. We've got the You Got the Love Hadarian energy card. You know, let go and detach from codependencies, exert your boundaries. Exert your boundaries. Assert your boundaries. I'm tired, y'all. I'm talking in circles. And then the Seven Sisters, the Seven Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. So new things coming to fruition, a new tapestry being woven to show what our lives are depicting during this time, and us tapping into our authentic expression and authentic creativity is what's going to bring us abundance in this time. That about wraps it up for tonight, you guys. I will be posting a little bit more about the new moon in Libra to come later on in the week. And I'll also, of course, be live talking about the Astro Teas on Wednesday. So y'all can tune into that. Get into this Black Widow lip gloss by 11 Moons Moon Glow Gloss. You can get your bold bundles and your nude bundles for $25 on my website, 11moons11.com. That's the word 11. Moons, the number 11.com. The link is in my bio. All you have to do is click on shop and the products will pop up there for you. If you need to book a reading, you can also book a reading on my website. Everything is $40 that you guys will be booking. General reading, $40. Relationship reading, $40. Career reading, $40. Outside of that, you can book astrological readings. All of the other spreads that are on my website within the next few days, you guys will see that they will start to disappear. I'll be applying them to certain readings where I feel like it's necessary, and then I'll also be including them in my lives. But it's not something I'm going to be offering on my website. I'm just going to stick with the 3: career, relationship, and general, and then go into my astrology things. So that is it for tonight, you guys. Thanks for everyone who popped in and popped out and joined me, and I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you all on Wednesday.